Well, I'm out here at Fellsmere. I don't see any of the signs that were up previously about the algae bloom. Sorry, the algae bloom. I know it's still going on. People are saying the water's still kind of yucky. Water levels are up a little bit. Dorian is coming, the hurricane, so I'm gonna do a little bit of pre-fishing. We'll see what happens. Got a face mask on right now. I'm gonna do a long paddle this morning. Probably need to be off the water by 8 a.m. or 11 or 1, sorry. The water's way up. We'll see what happens. It could be a good day, it could be a bad day. It's my last chance to really make a move. Try to get in better position for some of my monthly tournaments. A lot of the water around this area has not been fishing well for me or for a lot of dudes. You know, a lot of small fish, or in some cases no fish. And it's gonna be one of those days that hopefully, well, the last good day for the month. Scattered thunderstorms coming in around probably 1-ish is what I saw. So I'm kind of hoping that those will hold off. And then tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day, thunderstorms. And I need to do a little bit more prepping in terms of getting prepared for Dorian to make landfall here, unless he somehow decides he wants to turn completely north and go up the coastline. I don't see that happening at this point, so house is pretty much ready to go. I already picked up supplies on Monday because I figured this hurricane is probably gonna come this way. Just in case. I know I was pretty optimistic for a while, but let's get out there. I got a long paddle. See if we can't find some fish. So obviously I got a long paddle to go to get to where I want to go. And I know a lot of guys said that the smell down here is really bad because of the blue algae or blue-green algae. I kind of been blessed with this innate ability to not smell things very well. So I don't smell. I smell something, but it's not strong enough for me to be like sick or anything like that. And it could just be decaying plant matter too. Not 100% sure. I am gonna wear this face mask though, just as a precaution. Keep the bugs and water, whatever might else splash up off my face until I get where I need to go. Hopefully, looks like these storms or these clouds are pushing out. Hopefully that's the case, and as long as the rain holds off till like 1-ish, should be good. Try to get out. Oh, there's the algae, some of it at least. Try to get out of here by 12. Storm's supposed to start up at 1, so I figure it'll take about an hour to paddle back after I get ultimately to where I want to go. So we'll see what happens. Well, it took me just under an hour to get here. I just thought about making even a further paddle. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not now, considering forecast and the fact that the wind's probably going to pick up. It's at about 2 or 3 mile an hour right now, which is not killer. But I don't want to spend all my time paddling today. If this place doesn't produce, then I know that fishing is gonna probably be bad for a little while. If Dorian hits us, it's gonna bring a lot of water. It's gonna change the dynamic of the lakes. So fishing might be off for a month or two. Well, no bites yet. That's not a good sign. I almost always, every time I've been here, I've caught at least a few fish in that little stretch. The water's higher, so I'm fishing this edge here because I know it's a little bit more shallow. Grass. got me a little worried. It's a fish. Yes. First one of the day. It only took like 2 hours. Decent one too. Not huge, but I'll take it. Up. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, I'd say so. Big fish in this area though. First 2 bites I've had all day. There's a little gator here and there's a big male gator over there doing his mating thing. You see him sticking his head up out of the water. Straight the camera out of it. You see him stick his head up out of the water. He hasn't bellowed any. Alright, all the way down on the bottom end now. Hoping I can get something. This wind is not going to be fun to paddle back in. I don't know if it's very big. I actually even know what it was. Kind of grabbed it on the fall there. So the thing that's gonna suck is I got a 3-mile paddle home in this. See if we can find a few more fish. I'm gonna work my way over to the shore and paddle up from there. I think that'll be easiest. Fish. It's better fish, much better fish. Oh man, barely hooked in the tongue. Okay, well, let's get this guy aboard. Big head, 16-incher, not a lot of body. That'll round it out for me. Weird looking fish, like it's big head. It's a typical Florida fish. Big head, got these nice shoulders, and a kind of a short body. Snow bites on top water, and I think honestly now it's probably too windy, and I think the fish are not going to be pushing top water anyway, just because of the rain, the higher water. I might switch that over to a spinnerbait. Kind of use it in this dingy water, see if I can get some fish to search for it. There's a lot of, never been down this far. never had the opportunity. You know, I thought I'd have to cut back earlier because there's storms coming, rain, but it dissipated off, and now it's just this. So I'm assuming storms are going to form later this afternoon. The air is actually kind of cool. It's not very hot right now. There's tons of sticks and stuff down here. Another decent fish on right here. Yes. Get him on the board. He hit that hard though. Oh no, 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 no. That could have been bad. Hang on. $13.75. Jeez. Dying out here. This is healthy. Okay, so now begins the long paddle home. I'm gonna work up the entire west edge here and see what I can catch. Try to avoid any of that nasty algae that people keep reporting on. I've only seen one little clump of it so far, but there could be way more out here. Okay, what's this guy at? He's still on, I can feel him moving. I'm gonna have to dig him out though. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a bass. Like I thought he hit the first time, but I guess I was just stuck on something. And then when I threw over here again, right here on the edge, this hydrilla, he grabbed it, set the hook. I know I had him on. He went down. I don't think he was huge, but it was still a fish, and I lost him. So there's a couple gar in here playing around. Oh, I decided to make one more cast after I turned the camera off. Landed this guy, which is the biggest one of the day, I think. I mean, it's not saying much considering what I've been catching this month, but any little bit will help. Nah, it's not bigger than a 16-incher, but it does give me 15 and a half. Thank you. To be honest, I think I just need one good kicker fish, like one that's well over 20 inches, like 22, 23. And I'll be in a really good position for the month. I gotta definitely do some hurricane prep tomorrow, just little touch-up things here and there. I already got the food and the water. I got that earlier this week because I figured, that's weeds. I'm getting excited now. I figured I better get this just in case, and then I'll beat the rush. Got some cases of water. So that's all taken care of. Ahead of the game on that. Now it's just, securing things around the house, packing stuff inside. That's it. See right there, was that weeds or over top of something? Man, I hope that wasn't a little gator. saw something just go underneath the kayak. Could have been a gar, could have been anything, really. Just a couple bites here and there since that last fish I caught. I'm about halfway to where I need to be. There's a couple more channels that run out to the main lake here. Create this little cross tee. Those seem to be fairly productive right now. They're usually productive anyway, but the way things are going, I have no idea where the other fish are. My normal spots out here, just nothing. I hope that's just the sign of it being too hot and the water being too high, and then in the next few months things clean up. And I hope it's nothing else. I really took today and tomorrow off. I missed one. Shoot. I really took today and tomorrow off because a buddy of mine wanted to go fishing, and I said I'd take him, but then he canceled last minute because of the hurricane that's coming in. So we're gonna try again in November, and hopefully then conditions will be much more improved. Best fishing in Florida is typically between November and April. Fishing can be really amazing. You can be out in the water all day. I still think you can fish really well all the way through. You know, June and July were really good months for me too. So these were not. You know, I don't think that the fishing just shuts off when it gets hot. I think. Oh, you guys saw that, right? You guys saw that? Oh my gosh! I don't know what that was. He didn't get hooked though. He did not get hooked. He took the worm off. Right in there. Twice. Well, whatever it was that grabbed my line didn't come back. I've miraculously hooked a decent sized gar. See if I can get him off the hook without bringing him in. He's not small. Don't want to get caught in those teeth. I'm good too. All right, there. Hooked it. I was like, yeah, it's a good fish. Just wrong species. Get a little more cloud cover. Winds picked back up again. That's the first Indian mound, so I'm not too far. I'm about a mile or two from the. Gosh, I'm close to that. I'm probably a mile and a half from the ramp where the kayak launch. So I'm not too stressed about weather. The clouds are getting bigger, so the storms are definitely coming. They're definitely going to start forming here. I would say within the next few hours. That's a good fish. Stay down. No, it's not. But it's a fish, and I need it. So the storm's probably gonna start forming in the next few hours or so. The only part that sucks is I'm paddling into the wind. I don't know if this guy's gonna make a length requirement. It's got to be 12. Nope, 11 3/4. But I mean, today's actually the best day of fishing I've had in a while. I know some of the guys that are doing like the online tournaments. There's a couple guys. One guy's at like 111 inches for the one. I think he's out on the west coast. So maybe the fishing's better out that way. Maybe they're not dealing with as many algae blooms or as much rain, maybe. But I know for sure the fishing over here in this section has not been awesome. I think if I go out one more time before the storm, it's going to be out on Lake Toho or one of the lakes closer to me, just to maybe catch a few fish that are a little bit bigger than that one. Oop. This one will count. There we go. No monsters today, which sucks. I kind of need one that's over 20 inches. Just one really good kicker. But, you know, I'm catching fish, and I'll take that. I'll take that any day, especially after the horrible month I've had. God, is he gonna make the size? Heck yeah, 12 inches on the dot. Never been so happy to have a 12-inch fish. Thank you. Gar, another big gar, chasing my. That's a big gar. It's chasing my spinnerbait. I knew I felt a thump, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a bass hit. Like when bass hit it, they slam it. That's a bass. That is a bass. Chasing up there. That's a bass there too. Huh. Screaming that Senko in, he grabbed it. Are you gonna be an upgrade? I don't think so. Nope, I'm just under 12. Oh, that's freaking wind. Well, I'm gonna finish up here, work my way back to the ramp. I've got about a couple hundred yards to go. If you're in Florida and you're staying, be safe. Hopefully the best happens, not the worst. I just called my wife. She said she said something about the hurricane being a Category 4 right now. Hopefully that's not the case, because that'd be insane. And hopefully it's just estimated to get to Category 4. I have to go home and check it out. But either way, you know, this is probably the last time I'll get out before Dorian hits. I'm gonna go home, clean up, make sure that get all the stuff around the house packed up and where it needs to be, and go prep, I guess. I don't have a lot left to do, but I want to get a few more supplies, I guess, to be just to be safe. Anyway, be safe out there. I'll catch you guys in the next one after Dorian, and hopefully the fishing improves and the water doesn't get all messed up from the storm. Anyway, peace out.